Mahito, Mahito, Mahito. You know, out of that group of curses, Mahito was my favorite, and I think I can speak for all of us when I say that. To me, his character was really enjoyable, and he knew how to keep things interesting in the most sadistic way ever. Now, was he the strongest in his group? Hell no. Jogo would have baby shake Mahito. Say what you want, that's just a fact. There's no way Mahito would have stood against that giant meteor that Jogo threw at Sukuna. Now, what made Mahito different was his character progression. Like, they don't hold a candle. None of those curses hold a candle to Mahito in that category. Which brings me to the topic of this video. Where's Mahito's character headed? We know where he is now, but you know, will we ever see him again? And if so, how's his character affected now being fake Geto's puppet? Let's talk about it. Now we know how Geto's ability works. It lets him control curse spirits that he swallows, whether it be small fry or special grade, and we've seen this process in action multiple times. But we never seen it with someone like Mahito, literally a human curse. We know Mahito for being the childishly sadistic character that he is, also smart and manipulative, and would do almost anything to get an emotional reaction out of someone. And when I say anything, it's usually murder, but what happens when a curse like that becomes just another weapon in Geto's arsenal of curses on standby waiting on command? Will he still have his ego and personality, or will he just be a mindless shell of what was? Like a zombie endlessly following orders until he's exercised. And to be honest, that would be my least favorite outcome, but that's also the only one that makes sense to me. The main reason I think fake Geto will get away is because he got Mahito, who had a new transformation prior to him getting absorbed. And there's no way in hell that's the last time we'll see Mahito. I mean, in the recent chapter we've seen him use Mahito's ability, but we didn't see Mahito. So it's kind of, I did forget that he could use the abilities of those he's absorbed, which makes his ability all the more broken. But we're not talking about Geto right now. When we'll see Mahito again, I couldn't tell you, but it would be cool if it brings him out to fight Yuji again in the future. This time, of course, Yuji being a lot more ready and not needing help. Because you know, if it wasn't for Todo, Yuji's ass will be grass right now. I wouldn't like Mahito being a mindless curse because it'd take away from that interaction that he'd have with Yuji in the future. Just imagine the scene where Yuji confronts fake Geto and then he brings out Mahito. But then he's mindless, so Yuji is just talking to Mahito like, oh, long time no see, and then Mahito's all quiet and shit all mute. That would not be cool. I want to see more of an interaction when they bump heads. You know, with all the curses that fake Geto has, I wouldn't even see him needing Mahito. But then again, seeing in the most recent chapter how his ability was used, he planned all of this from the jump. So him fighting Yuji to get stronger and all that stuff, it makes sense now. But he already has so many, you know, at his disposal already. And a good chunk of them are also so puzzling. Like, he had to figure them out in order to beat them. It's not just a game of who's stronger. We've seen last time with Yuji trying to confront fake Geto, and he just baby shakes Yuji. He talks about some catfish. Yuji feels like he's falling, and then he gets fucked up by some octopus thing. Like, we don't even know what that was. And Mahito isn't as trivial as that. I mean, he has the outer transfiguration that lets him fuck up people's souls, but that's not trivial. Just don't let him touch you. But I guess with an ability like Geto's, you can never have too much. Transformation or not, next time we see him and Yuji meet, Yuji should be able to handle Mahito alone. Because it's also stated by fake Geto that all the curses that he absorbs, they stop growing the moment they're absorbed. Like, they don't get any stronger. Which is what makes the situation so troubling, because Mahito had that huge power up, literally had a transformation. Now, do you guys think that Mahito could have grew more if he wasn't absorbed? Because that transformation, it wasn't trivial like the other curses that Geto has, but it definitely was nothing to sleep on. So yeah, I just made this video because I know we won't see Mahito for a long time after this chapter, or just that idle transfiguration ability, so he will be missed for the time being. And if I'm right and Mahito is just a zombie, I think they did his character up until that point really well. Like, I don't see any flaws in Mahito really. He wasn't overly paced. I don't think he was too OP for Yuji, but Yuji should be able to handle Mahito next time they meet. So that's all I'm saying. Just tell me what you guys think about what I'm saying right now, and just your thoughts on Mahito as a character. Did you like him? Did you dislike him? Who could really dislike him though? So to end this video, I'll have a moment of silence for the boy Mahito. My Naruto Shikamo video should be next. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Peace.